Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's go ahead and dive in and check this one out from Peter, Paul, and Mary. Okay, we have one reaction to them here on the channel, Leaving on a Jet Plane. All right, I really enjoyed our reaction to that one, checking that one out. So we're back to check out Blowing in the Wind. This time, I'm assuming this is a cover of Mr. Bob Dylan's song, Blowing in the Wind, but I don't know for sure. It doesn't say up there. So for all I know, they have their own song, but going in thinking maybe that's what's happening. Okay, that's the only song I've heard called Blowing in the Wind before, and I'd love to go back and check that one out because that was the first song I ever heard from Bob Dylan. Okay, was right here on this channel. Knew of Bob Dylan's name. Boom, huge name. Never heard him in my life. We listened to him right here on the channel with Blowing in the Wind. And I feel like maybe I wasn't quite prepared to hear that song at that time. I would love to go back and take a listen and with fresh ears and just see now that I've gone down the Bob Dylan rabbit hole bit, revisit that first song and check it out again. But let's go ahead and listen to it today with Peter, Paul, and Mary. All right, thank you guys for tuning in today with me, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description. Consider becoming a member on my YouTube, Patreon. $3 is all it takes to greatly help me out if you guys are enjoying the content that much, man. Let's go ahead and check this one out.
Sleeps in the sand. How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? How many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? How many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind.
Chills, man.
The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? One man have before you can hear people cry? How many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died?
Jeez. Potent lyrics.
The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Beautiful performance, man. Beautiful performance, man. I have chills. I literally, man, this hits, man. So shout out to the performance first and foremost. This is for Peter, Paul, and Mary. They did a great job really delivering this song. So shout out to them. But ultimately, you know, that wave of emotion comes from those lyrics. Those lyrics are so potent, man. They're so powerful. I don't know. I get it. I get it. There's so many people that listen to music for the music. I've heard multiple times on this channel from some people that the music is more important than the lyrics. Not to me. It's song by song. I'm definitely a case by case kind of person. I'm not a generalizing like this is better than that. That's it. Like I don't want to do that. I'm sure I do it sometimes, but I don't want to do that. They just hit differently at different times. You know what I'm saying? There's not one that's superior to the other in my opinion ever. Well, you know, across the board, I should say across the board. But in this case right here, those lyrics are just so heavy. And I just wonder when somebody says that, you know, the music's just better, can they feel this the same way I feel it when I listen to this? Do these lyrics not hit, or just do lyrics just like not mean anything like poetry? Lyrics have no weight. I don't know. I wonder because this hits, man. This just hits me hard listening to this. Some of these lines are just, man, they're delivering, man. Yeah, they're there. So amazing performance. I want to pull up the wiki again and I'm not sure I ever pulled up the wiki on the first one because I don't know when I exactly incorporated doing that on the channel. I don't know necessarily that I was doing it by the time I listened to Bob Dylan's Blowing in the Wind, okay? So let's go ahead and pull up the wiki on this one, check out what we can find out about Blowing in the Wind, see when it came out, and see when Peter, Paul, and Mary covered it, okay? See the time lapse on that. Let's go ahead and check this one out. All right, so we got Blowing in the Wind right here, released from Bob Dylan in 1963, okay? And scrolling down, we're going to try to see if it tells us anywhere. Right here, Peter, Paul, and Mary's recording, 1963. So that was the same year, really? Wow. Same year. That was quick. That was quick. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Blowing in the Wind is a song by Bob Dylan in 1962. It was released as a single in 1963. It has been described as a protest song and poses a series of rhetorical questions about peace, war, and freedom. The refrain, "The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind," has been described as impenetrably ambiguous. Either the answer is so obvious it is right in your face, or the answer is intangible as the wind. That's the way I take it. The answer is just rolling down with the wind, man. It's like, imagine trying to catch a plastic bag in a windstorm. You know what I mean? Good luck. Like, that's it for me. It's just, it could be both. It's obvious, but yet it won't ever happen. It just won't ever happen. You have some thick skulls, right? You have some thick skulls and some black hearts, man, that don't care about these issues. That's really the way life is for some people. If you're not facing that issue, then it's not an issue. That's the way life is for some people. And that's why these issues persist as long as they do, get as cancerous as they do, is because if it's not affecting you, then it's not an issue. It's kind of scary, man. It's kind of rough. I don't know. It just makes me think about conversations I've had with people who don't have sympathy for other people's or empathy for other people's situations and stuff. But you know, if they were going through it, that situation, like, dang, how would they feel? It's crazy, man. All right, so we see in 1962 that Dylan had said this. He says, "There ain't too much I can say about the song except the answer is blowing in the wind. It ain't in no book or movie or TV show or discussion group. Man, it's in the wind, and it's blowing in the wind. Too many of these hip people are telling me where the answer is, but oh, I won't believe that. I still say it's in the wind, and just like a restless piece of paper, it's got to come down some. But the only trouble is that no one picks up the answer when it comes down. So not too many people get to see and know, and then it flies away. I still say that some of the biggest criminals are those that turn their heads away when they see wrong or know it's wrong. I'm only 21 years old, and I know that there's been too many wars. You people over 21, you're older and smarter." It's tired of seeing this fellow man die. It's kind of the way I take that one there a little bit. Of course, it's encompassing many matters, but I also see that as definitely something that had to be on his mind. It says the most commercially successful version is the folk music trio Peter, Paul, and Mary, who released the song in June 1963. 3 weeks after Bob Dylan's was issued. Albert Grossman, then managing both Dylan and Peter, Paul, and Mary, brought the trio the song, which they promptly recorded and released. The trio's version, which was the title track of their third album, peaked at number 2 on the Billboard charts behind Fingertips by Stevie Wonder. The group's version also went to number 1 on the Middle Road charts for 5 weeks. So that's interesting how quickly, we're talking we're talking 3 weeks after Bob Dylan's was released, theirs came out. So I guess the record studio owned the rights at this point or something, and they could just give it to anybody to record. Or I wonder if Bob Dylan had to allow that. It doesn't sound like, it doesn't reference there anywhere that Bob Dylan had any say in the matter, but I'm wondering what his take was on that. It's so quick, 3 weeks, boom, someone else has a song out of your song, right? That's kind of interesting the way that all works, but I don't know all the details. So appreciate you guys tuning in right here. I love the performance. I love the lyrics, man. Love it, dude. It's a hard hitter. It looks like down here I just see now Marianne Faithfull also had a version in 1964, so the next year over. And I'm not sure who Marianne Faithfull is, but I just see that she had one right there. So that's what we got with this one, man. Let me know if there's more that you guys want featured on the channel from any of the artists mentioned and featured right here in this video. I appreciate y'all tuning in today. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description. See you on the next one, man. Peace.